Hello, and welcome. Welcome to a zombified Minecraft world. Over the next 7 real-life days, myself and several other debatably human beings will be attempting to survive in the zombie apocalypse. One little nibble from these cheeky undead Melvins means certain death unless you can find the cure. The problem? The only man who can get the cures is a maniac. I welcome you to the Scenario SMP Zombie Apocalypse Tower Defense Scenario. In the beginning, I started alone, but that suits me just fine. Each of us players was allocated a random class. I was given the military class. Yes. All that means is I start off with a bunch of military paraphernalia, and hopefully this will help me get through the first few days. Alrighty, let's begin. Righto, we've begun. I am the boy. While hitching a ride on this beautiful ambulance, the driver got spooked by something and ran off. I'm a military man. I was randomly allocated to the military class, meaning I've got a bunch of thingies, including an axe apparently, a sword, a crossbow, and some ammunition, military shovel, canteen, and a bunch of other thingies, including a backpack actually. How do I use this? Okay, is there a way to put it on? Is it just a shulker box, I suppose? Fantastic. Righto. Now, we're in a zombie world, and one bite means death, so let's not die. So this time, in this scenario, we have procedural loot. In case you don't know what that means every time one of us opens a chest, we each get unique loot. Unfortunately, for the first 3 or 4 chests I opened, I only got cockroaches. I don't know what the odds of that are, but spoon train, I guess. I wish I could put this on, honestly. I wonder if I can use the military shovel as a shovel. I can. Just thinking I should get some flint, because I have a gun, or a crossbow, but I don't have any ammunition for it. On guard, sir. Oh. Not sure what happened to him. So what happened to him is he died from bleed damage. In this mod pack, if you whack someone with something pointy, they bleed out, taking a certain amount of the damage that they just took as additional damage. Royally stabbed. Oh, hello. There's a chest. More cockroaches. And some sticks. Wonderful. My god, so many cockroaches. I feel so blessed. Oh my god. More cockroaches. Okay, this is getting silly. Surely there's something in here. Well, there's a lot of zombies. We know that much. As figured, I suppose. So let's not go there for now. Let's wander in this direction and see if this axe can chop trees. It can. At a decent rate as well. Looks pretty good. I love being a soldier. Now, alongside my military items, I was also given 3 zombie infection cures. Unfortunately, whenever you have your trousers down, like you're chopping a tree or something, they always tend to sneak up on you. Stabbing time, Zombington. There you go. Indeed, this world contains many subtle dangers, such as the long grass and the fact that every time I try to chop a tree, someone turns up behind me and tries to molest me. Crafting table acquired. Next, all we had to do was find some stone to make some basic tools. As you can tell, my axe is already losing some durability, so we need to replace that. I'm not seeing any stone. A lot of stone bricks. Those don't help me. Let's have a quick wander in here. Now, some of you might notice that monster spawner on the floor there, and think, why don't you just get rid of that? And well, I thought the same thing. Okay. Note to self. Do not try to mine the things. Electing not to go into the death houses, I thought I'd finally found some stone outside. But no, I'm not allowed to be happy. They were all slabs. I thought... Okay, there's gotta be some stone here somewhere. I found some coal, but no stone. What the hell? I'm running out. I need food. Where am I supposed to find food? Oh, I got cockroaches. Yay. A tasty snack. Oh, here we go, stone. Huzzah! Stone pickaxe acquired, yes. So now we have a stone pickaxe, we should be able to mine those iron blocks, I believe. If we can find some of them. Again. Hello there, sir. This your property? Hooray. I found these iron blocks inside of a building, and each iron block is like 9 iron, so I was stoked that I'd found so much iron so quickly. I was later told that I wasn't supposed to do this. You're not supposed to disassemble the map. But if anyone watching this goes and tells Shawn what I did, I'll be under your bed. We now have a lot of iron. We started with a military helmet. Now, we have iron. Oh, this is wool. I can use this to make a bed. Yay! Bed acquired. Not that it has much use, of course, but... To be clear, the reason I said the bed doesn't have any use right now is because I can't sleep unless everyone else on the server is also sleeping. So sleeping is not possible right now. What do we try to do now? Do we get more iron? Perhaps we should try and use the remainder of the iron I have. 7, is that enough for, it is. Pants. Iron panties acquired. Okay, there is no point in looting these. Just all cockroaches. In my cockroach-fueled delirium, I suddenly noticed it was nighttime and needed to get on top of this building so that I don't get eaten. Soon, all of the monsters of the demonic underworld will be turning up, and I don't want to be on the ground. Luckily, I'd managed to get on top of the building just in time for a nice little snack, and before anything else turned up. The night wasn't too eventful. There was the odd zombie here and there, but I was able to stab them in the face, and they managed to get the message. It wasn't too much trouble. And in the morning, I was able to pop down and continue my search of the city. Righto, let's hope that we find some more cockroaches, eh, boys? Seriously though, my plan on the second day was to find something that wasn't a 6-legged snack. One thing that was particularly scary was every single time I went into a building, I could barely see a thing. And there were monster spawners left, right, and center. Preferentially, I would have liked to not go into any buildings, but then I wouldn't get any loot. It's a dichotomy, I tells you. Oh, hello. Are you good? Is this chap gonna walk off? He is. You imbecile. What a guy. Luckily I was able to find that coal we found earlier, and it turned out to be a vein of only 1. So yeah, that's... At the very least we got 4 torches. Hooray! So now we can at least see while we're inside. Nope. More cockroaches, and 1 bitey boy. Oh my god. This is the worst. Ah! My god. Okay, let's try the church. More cockroaches, hooray. Oh my god. Okay. This is bollocks. I have been absolutely scammed here. I appear to have been sent to the village of the cockroach. The only good thing about them is that they're quick to eat, but by god they give no food. Now, one other rule of this scenario is that we're not allowed to grow our food. Everyone's allowed to grow a 2x2 planting patch, but you're not allowed to build a farm unless you are the farmer. Give me seeds. It occurred to me that my inventory was completely full, so I decided to take my military backpack and store many giblets inside of it. This turned out to be a classic blunder, as Aristotle would say. As it turned out, the military backpacks were a little bit bugged, and this may or may not have caused the server to crash several times. Luckily, however, Kipperly was also using a backpack, and so I was able to put the blame on her. Great success. Now I'm gonna check this house, and I swear to God if there's just more cockroaches and sticks, I'm gonna be mad. My god. Listen, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 812 times, shame on me. I'm done. I'm done with this village. Go somewhere else. Cockroach-infested hellhole. As crunchy and delicious as they are, I need loot, damn it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little fizzed. I really wanted to explore the procedural loot system, but it appears that someone may have memed me. If we keep going south, we'll eventually hit the ocean. Now, when I say eventually, I mean eventually. This is a handy-dandy little map I was given to help myself get around. And for some reason, someone thought it'd be fun if we were playing on a map the same size as Wayne Rooney's forehead. So it's probably going to be some time before we see another human being. One can hope. I figured if I'm going to be traveling for a while, I should at the very least get a high vantage point so I can see what's around me. I also had the idea that getting off the ground wouldn't be a bad shout. And well, it was about that time that this happened. Now, I didn't really know what this meant, to be honest, other than, tinnitus. And although nothing happened during the night, in the morning, things started to get a bit funny. Sun is rising on another beautiful day in the zombie apocalypse. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, they're climbing. Okay. I didn't realize there was that many. What do I do? Okay, bridge. Quickly now. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Yes, it would seem that during the night, the siren had attracted a bunch of zombies, and those zombies were now at the base of the trees and climbing up towards me. Was the siren a horde? Might be. No, I had some crossbow bolts to my name, but apart from that, I was relatively unarmed. Well, unarmed in terms of dealing with a horde, anyway. So being completely honest with you, I didn't really know what I was doing. All I knew was I needed to head for Argentina. We will escape using the trees. I am the Lorax. Thank God I made a bed for the night in the trees. If I hadn't done that, I would have been screwed. Oh my god, there's so many of them below me. And they're still climbing. What do I do? So at least do this. They can't follow me directly. I might be wrong. Okay, let's shoot some of these guys. Oh, they're breaking through the leaves. How many arrows? That was half of my arrows. Let's dash back as quickly as we can. Question is, how quickly do they follow? Not that quick. But then once they're here, they start climbing. Okay. We can utilize their poor intelligence against them. We'll run all the way back. Across my little path here. Oh my god, I almost fell off the bloody tree. I'm guessing this horde is going to be following me for a while. So we'll walk back, allow the zombies to build up again, and then we'll run back and climb down as quickly as we can. Which way south? That way. Okay, we need to keep going that way. Let's go. Run back. Quick as we can. And we'll make our way down. Some zombies, but not that many. Oh. Yeah, we're bleeding. Okay, bandage that. But we seem to have escaped the horde. Success! What do we have here? More cockroaches, I assume? Iron, though. Righto! Let's get the hell out of here. We got nothing from those chests. We did get some iron, so there's that. I could really use some stone, actually. I'm bleeding again. What is it with me and bleeding? On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. I'm almost out of cockroaches, so I should really try and conserve my energy. And you have one cockroach left. Back off! Get your own sandwich. Well, I can't wait to get back on the road again. I'm gonna zoom out right here because this was the point where my madness started descending again, and I just started singing On the Road Again endlessly for the rest of the night. Keep heading south on the road, and eventually we'll come across some civilization. Here's hoping. And we're out of cockroaches. We could technically use the bones we've made and the seeds to have some bread. That would require stopping, which is there's a lot of zombies around, so I'm not terribly fond of that. I kept on moving my way down the road until it was morning, which is when the zombies start to calm down. I then decided to gather up as many blocks as I could. For you see, my creative, intelligent, and mildly arousing escape from the horde the other day left me without any excess building materials, and I wanted to have some extra blocks just in case I got rambled again. Buildings. Okay, let's hope for some bloody loot this time. Ah! Items. Baseball helmet. Spiked plank. Take that. I'm scared of going out the front door now. Wait, is this coal? Hello? It is! Oh my god. The most valuable thing in this house was the coal we met along the way. Kinda want all of it, honestly. Yeah, what else did we get? Okay, we got a saw, spiked plank. And ironically, this spiked plank didn't come at too bad of a time as my sword is starting to deteriorate. But then something very strange happened. Just as I was managing my inventory, I suddenly found a bunch of loot just lying on the ground. Hello? A thief's sword. Hell's all that crap on the floor for? The hell? Now, I unironically have no idea why this stuff was just lying here. Some of you might think, oh, I spawned those items in. But why the hell would I spawn in a name tag, a music disc, and some rotten flesh? The only useful thing in the pile was a thief's sword, which has looting, but since it's made of gold, I'm not even going to use it because it'll just break. Afterwards, I then found this baseball helmet, which is better than my military helmet. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Why not just make the military helmets out of baseball helmets? They're cheaper. Anyway, after solving the United States budget deficit, I then bonked this chap, and then figured we'll stick around in this village and gather as much loot as we can before moving on. Aha! Items! Chicken wing! I wonder if I can cook that. Police leggings. We have found a place with items. Oh, lovely day. After I thought I was done with that village, I threw some things into my backpackington and then started to head out. It also turns out that the scrap metal and plastic and stuff that I've been finding can be used to make additional items. Yeah, there's a bit of a Fallout New Vegas vibe going on. I'm getting me mallet. Oh, a diamond. Give me the mallet. I want the mallet. Very slow. But it hurts when you hit them. So much jelly inside these people. To exist is to be hungry. And I certainly exist right now. Basically, I want to follow the other night's strategy of getting somewhere high up off the ground, and then we'll cook our chicken wing, which is the only food we have. Also, sweet Meredith's balls, this stuff's powerful. It's even better than a diamond helmet. Regular diamond is 3 armor, this thing is 9 armor. What the hell? It's 3 times better. So I've cooked up one of the Colonel's zingers, and it healed a decent amount of my food, but not quite to full. Well, it didn't heal us to full, but it was something. Well, since we're gonna be standing up here for the evening, let's grab some slabs. Never know when you're gonna need some slabs. Maybe we'll grab some bricks too. Then, like the regular human being I am in human skin, I just decided to stare, unblinking at the horizon until morning. And we're back. It is the morning. A lovely morning. Glad to be here in this wonderful zombie apocalypse. Ow. Always with the bleeding. My god. My club managed to break early the next morning, but luckily I had a fire axe to replace it with. Also, I've never thought about this before, but why is it called a fire axe? I mean, I know firefighters use them to break down doors, but why isn't it called a door axe? What I mean is, I don't open my cutlery drawer and say, ah yes, the eating man's utensils. Oh, it's because the fire axe actually has multiple uses. It's not just used on doors. Well, that's a lame and logical answer. Anyway, during the night, we found ourselves in a bit of bother. I didn't really have anywhere to climb up for the night, so I wanted to keep heading south. And this sadly led to me getting surrounded by a bunch of r/politics moderators. Get back, damn you. Get back! Oh, yeah, bloody whack goblin. I was doing so well. I'd survived 3 days without a single infection. Oh well, we've got cures. Oh, and I managed to easily get away from them once I actually tried. Maybe I shouldn't be an idiot. Building on this novel idea of non-stupidity, I decided to head into the nearest house with the decision that I'll just stay here for the night. So minor problem. The neighbors seem to have turned up. And everyone else, in fact. I found a creative solution. A jelly farm. Yeah, the only problem is that no matter how much jelly I extract, there always seem to be more of them. Luckily though, my throbbing, engorged and magnanimous brain had an idea. We'll make our way out through the ceiling. Yes. Ah! No, God, this no. Please stop! Stop kissing me! Oh god! No, please! Okay, we're not bleeding anymore. Well, that was a great idea! Oh boy. Yeah, that certainly got the heart going. Alright. I'm not doing that again. Now, it's my opinion that what sets man apart from the primordial slime that we evolved from is the ability to learn from our mistakes. So, I formulated a new plan. This time, instead of going through the roof, which was a bit of a disaster, what we'll do is similar to the strategy we used before. We'll lure the zombies around to one end of the house, then run to the other, and toss a pearl out of a window. And hopefully that way we won't get eaten to death. Noticing that I started getting a bit of frame rate cancer when I looked in a certain direction, I figured most of the zombies must be on that side. And after a quick look around, yes, most of them seem to be on this side. So I stood at the vacant end of the house for a little bit longer, just trying to lure them all round, and gathered up a bit more jelly for my sandwiches. Then, quick as a flash, I attractively ran to the other end of the house, tossed a pearl, and went on my merry way. Holy balls! Okay, didn't realize there was quite that many. But alright. Moving on. I came across another house further down the road, which I don't know why I'm telling you about, because the only thing interesting about that house was the fact that it had absolutely nothing inside of it, other than a fermented spider eye. I guess a good way to describe this house is it's kind of like me at a frat party. It isn't really doing much, it's not really making an impression, and I forget where I was going with that. Just kept on heading south on the road, really, stopping at any village I might come across, nabbing a few of the things inside chests if they seemed valuable, and also reviewing the things that I'm able to make. There's a lot of things here, and it's going to take me quite some time to understand what I should actually be doing. What? What? What's hitting me? Hello? Oh, I'm starving to death. You wouldn't happen to have any beef jerky on you, would you? Oh, you did. Thank you. Now, sadly enough, as I was very hungry and extremely unwell from my infection, and also quite low on health, I decided it's time for me to cure the infection. By the way, the only thing that I know to cure the infection is golden apples. I decided that perhaps I'll stay in this village for a little while and thoroughly explore it, just in case we can find another golden apple to have in reserve. As I later learned, there is actually no way to keep the zombies out, but this at least slows them down and stops them wandering in uninvited. What I mean by that is the zombies can kind of spawn wherever they want to. And that includes, like this chap here, spawning right in the middle of my base. Or shack, or whatever we're calling this. Love shack, baby love shack. Oh yeah. See, I was just putting a cup of tea on, and then the neighbors turned up. Disgusting. Although we can't stop them getting in, putting up these walls at least means we'll see fewer of them. As I now had a place I was squatting for a few days, I was finally able to open up my backpack and take all of my goodies out. People were shouting at me on Discord that all backpacks need to be destroyed, and it was becoming increasingly suspicious that I kept putting the blame on Kipley. I managed to find some razor wire, so I put that down. I don't really know what it does, but maybe it'll help. And then after killing Kim, I had to log off for a bit. And I was gone, sadly, for a few days. Some family came over, you see, and they said it might be a good idea if I go outside and touch some actual grass. Needless to say, I brought some back inside with me this time, so I won't have to go out again. Once I returned, some developments had happened. According to the sources, which have been whispering in my ear, everyone has apparently moved to this city here, because that's where Kim lives, and Kim's the only man who can make cures. So we're all simping for Kim, apparently, which is something I will be getting behind. Especially since as I was clearing out some lads, I happened to get nibbled by a horse. And was now infected again. As I was infected, I figured there's no better time than now to go south, because while I'm infected, I can't be reinfected. I should also quickly mention that I'm trying to build some of these things. The number one thing that I need is a hammer, and for that I need duct tape, and for that I need slime balls. And yeah, you see where this is going. Anywho, I thought I'd have a quick look around in the local buildings just to see if there was any loot I missed, and then we get traveling. Lucky for me, I ended up finding some canned food, which is amazing because all I've been eating for the past 4 days is rotten zombie flesh and Denny's. However, we now have a new problem, which is I have no way to get into the can. It then occurred to me that I'm starting to get a bit green, so it's about time I cure myself of my infection. I spent too long looting these houses. As it turns out, the antidote also will cure the infection. Hooray, I get to live longer. Hooray! Once I could bloody see again, that is when the sun had risen, I figured it was time to go home. There actually weren't as many zombies outside as I thought there were, but I decided to take an additional precaution and just dig through a building like a normal person. This turned out to not be the worst idea in the world. As you can hear, there is another horde upon me. It was then that I decided to do one of the smartest things I've ever done. Oh, I just blocked myself in without a pickaxe. You idiot. Luckily, as it turns out, the hammer also counts as a pickaxe. Truly, a hammer is a tool of many uses.
If for some reason your cover is blown, you'll probably want to take your own life.
Unfortunately, climbing down to ground level only seemed to make things worse. There's a lot of cheeky nibblers outside, and they're here for my steamed hams. What the hell are the zombies doing? Now, in order to solve my current problem, I didn't really want to throw another pearl like I did last time, as I only have one left, and I would like to save it. We'll do our luring strategy again. We'll get the Jackson 5 over here, and then we'll, ooh, hello. Climb out a window or something. Let's just go out here. Oh boy, that guy is large and in charge. Oh yes, I may have forgotten to mention that there are a couple of special zombie types in this. This chap is called the Bruiser, and alongside his ability to inhale pizza pockets like a whale eating plankton, he could also easily tear me to shreds. So I'm gonna run away from my base for a while until I think I've lost them, and then we'll hook round and head back home. After I'd been jogging for long enough, I felt like heading back. I figured I've probably lost most of them by now. And also, it's not really a possibility for me to continue running endlessly, since I still have very little food. Soon, however, I was reminded that I really want to leave. You lads are terrible neighbors, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, it's me! How did I get in this game? Oh my god. Alright, that's it. I'm living somewhere else. Maybe that building over there. Dum-be-dum. Yes, I thought that was you, Kippers. The second I saw you writhing on the ground behind me, I thought that was you. One of the mechanics we're working with as we play together on this scenario is that if you die, you're allowed to respawn as a zombie and attack the other players. Kippers apparently has shed the mortal coil and has now decided to come for my giblets. I'm gonna run out of food. This is gonna be bad. Alright, here's the plan. We cry. Nope. Block better, you moron. Okay, I'm looking good. Alright, I'm gonna fire a warning shot at the Kibbley zombie. Oh dear. Sorry, Gibbers. Moving on, thanks to my scavenging, I was now able to make a can opener. So let's make one of those puppies. Oh.
It's now illegal.
Well, thanks to the server crashing, it destroyed my can opener. But why? Anyway, no point crying over broken can openers. Let's make another one. And we've now opened our tomato soup. Hooray, food. Before I ate/drank my soup, however, I wanted to test something. You may be forgiven for forgetting that I am a military man. And as an M&M, I was given a canteen. And it turns out my suspicions were correct. It restores food. Only a tiny bit of food, mind you, and the canteen can only hold 4 charges. But it does at least mean if we come across any fresh water as we're heading south, I'll be able to refill myself some Reginald Snackingtons. Righto, heading south. Nope, that's not the right way. And so, I put on some travel music and started heading my way to the coast. Stay alive, stay alive. Unfortunately, despite my efforts to maintain a consistent bearing, I had to cut through a field as some interesting new mutated zombies started following me. West! It says I'm going west. Oh, okay. Well, that was good. I really wasn't looking. Oh, the thing found me again. Oh, you ass. Ah, I'm dead. Brilliant. Oh, well that was handy. For about 5 seconds. Yeah, the long grass is gonna kill me here, isn't it? I got him once. There we are. Sigh. Oh boy, I love being hungry. Are we going south? We're probably going west again, aren't we? My god, this is stressful. Oh, there's another one. Hello. I hate these things. Yeah. Just stop. That's it. I'm living in a tree. I'm gonna be a squirrel. That's how I'm gonna survive this scenario. Crafting table would be nice. Now I have a can, but no hammer. Good. I'm enjoying this. Oh, and I'm bleeding, apparently. Profusely. That's good. I'm gonna starve to death. Hooray! Realizing that I probably indeed am going to starve to death, I figure we'll at least throw some Molotov cocktails, just for fun, really. Here we go. Well, that was entertaining. What? Oh yeah, I'm starving. Beginning to digest oneself is never fun, and so I started thinking up ways to possibly get out of my starvation predicament. And by the morning, I had my plan. I was going to climb down the tree and plant the seeds that were in my inventory. I would make a little 2x2 farm, which is all I'm allowed to build, and then use bone meal to make wheat and bread. And so once the sun had appeared again, I gave up my chipmunk life and headed down to become a farmer. However, since I didn't have my farming license on me, I was jumped by the local Bobby, who subsequently tried to body me for the heinous crime of having independent thought. After shivving him London style, I then made my little farm, only to realize I don't have any water on me, and therefore can't actually grow anything. As I started to walk away though, I suddenly realized that, oh, hang on, that bloke I shivved might have been edible, and headed back, and sure enough found myself some jerky. Lovely jubbly. Also, it turns out you don't actually need water if you're going to be using bone meal, so we're able to get ourselves a couple of bits of bread. It's not a hot pocket, but it will do. Well, I may have technically lived. Isn't that wonderful? Continuing my quest, I got to another village, and this one had some steaks walking around outside, so I helped myself. Oh, hello. A donut! I'm saved! And marmalade and lettuce? Oh my god. What do I get, marmalade or lettuce, do we think? I think marmalade. Paddington Bear would be proud. Oh, hello. More food. My god. What were the chances of getting that many Last of Us cauliflower face looking zombie men after us last night? That was awful. I was mildly nibbled. Apparently I'm like 6,000 blocks away from where I want to be. This map is ridiculous. Oh, to have a fishing rod. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I just realized to get all of the equipment that I had, I would have to go, I'm gonna have to go like 7,000 blocks again. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Hello, boys. You wouldn't happen to have any loot in here, would you? Doesn't look like it. Nope, nothing. Oh, well that's good, that's an inventory slot. Ow. Don't bite me. Rude. Give me your food. The food you contain within your bodies. There you are. Food. Sorry, lads. I must be off. Love me jerky. I love me jerky. Yahar. What the hell is that over there? Oh, I guess it's supposed to be power lines? Yeah, there isn't really a better way of doing that, is there? I'm just popping in quite quickly to see if there's any loot in this building, but I don't think there will be. There is not. Righto. Over the next few days, I just continued my travels, only occasionally getting hungry or running into the odd horribly mutated zombie here and there. The most annoying of which I can safely confirm is the cauliflower men and the 4chan reposters. Ugh. But my spirits were high and it was nice to get out in the countryside and breathe some fresh air. So it looks like we're about 2,000 blocks away from the coast and about 3,000 blocks away from Kim. Cool. And while it pains me to keep from you the many hours of walking simulator I played here, I think we're just gonna skip towards the end of my journey. As I had traveled bloody hundreds of miles and wasn't very good at the game, I had almost ran out of zombie infection cures by this point. What I found in this chest released me some dopamine. Oh, thank God. Yes. Oh, I'm so lucky. But unfortunately that luck didn't extend to the vast majority of chests that I opened. A melon slice. Huzzah! Unfortunately, as lucky as I was finding that golden apple, it soon had to be consumed, because otherwise I would have turned into a zombie. And this of course put my total number of zombie cures owned back to only 1. I had now traveled 12,000 blocks to the south, and according to my calculations, there shouldn't be too much further to go. And let's bloody hope not. Look at the size of my weapon. Pretty much all of the military stuff I started with is broken by now, and now I feel like I'm just walking around with a sharpened toothbrush. And the only food I had left at this point was 1 carrot and a can of dog food. Wait, is that water? Oh my God, yes. We've done it. We've reached the sea. Yes. Oh, thank God. Having reached the sea, I could now fill my canteen and drink the sweet, poisonous salt water, but it still restores food, so it's fine. And I was now, presumably, around about here. Ish. Regardless of where I actually was, I only now have to follow the sea east, and I should eventually come across the city. So I slapped together a couple of 2x4s and made myself a boat, and hopefully we won't be sailing for too long. And as it turns out, good news to my calluses, I was able to get out quite quickly, as I came across some kind of warehouse. And immediately, this ass-tasting crotch gremlin decided to nibble on my ankle. Well, the explorative venture we're now on is now free, as we can't get reinfected and we only have 1 cure left. So I may as well look in all these buildings. Don't see why not. Nothing. It was a waste of time. Once I got back to the ocean, I then ate my dog food and continued on, sailing into the morning. And when it became morning, some fun stuff happened. Now, I apologize for breaking your immersion here, but sometimes the mod pack breaks, and this was one of those times. Look at this guy. These damn crack zombies. I don't know what's happened, but this zombie apparently has 1,000 speed and 1,000 damage. Anyway, after the crack zombie epidemic had been solved, I was then able to continue my journey. I'd now traveled 500 blocks to the east, so was presumably in the ocean somewhere here. Judging by this hangar thing I've found, that's where I assume I am. This place looks interesting. Have a quick peek, and then we'll leave. Now, this place happened to be filled with more zombies than a Reddit thread, so I was eager to get out of there. Inside the second chest I looked in, though, there was a bunch of very interesting things. I found a hammer to replace my slightly damaged one. There was a spool of Kevlar, which will become relevant later, and also a dynamite roll, which I did not grab, and as it turns out, that was for the best, because the item is basically a suicide button. It's pretty good. Anyway, I had a quick peek at what you can make with the Kevlar because the name was yellow and my RPG instincts were kicking in, but I came to the conclusion that I probably don't need it right now. This was unequivocally a bad decision, but I didn't learn that until later. After a quick slurpy glurpy on my canteen, I then had a look in the rest of the chests in the warehouse. And one of the things that I found was this first aid book, which I consumed and it apparently taught me some things. The only problem is, I have no idea what I've learned. Just like every textbook, I suppose. And afterwards, I continued heading east. It is kind of funny to me, though. Probably the best item I received as a military man in the zombie apocalypse is just a canteen. It's weird. It's one of those little things you kind of take for granted. What I mean by that is my crossbow is out of ammo at this point. All my weapons and armor are broken. But the canteen is unironically amazing. Anyway, after boating for another 20 minutes, I then came across another town. A quick how's your mother to the village. And then we head back south to the water. And then we continue going 500 more blocks to Kim's house. Yes, let's go in here. What? Blimey. What? Is that a bear trap? I say. Hello, chappy. How are we? After nabbing up that bear trap that almost claimed my entire life, I was curious if I could use it as a weapon. You may have noticed that it took me 1,000 hits to kill that last guy. For some reason, bludgeoning the undead with a rusty pipe is not effective. Actually, can I just place this? Cool. I'm gonna keep doing that. I was actually curious if I could find any more bear traps around, and ended up almost being consumed by Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god, he's so fast. Why is he so fast? There you go. One thing I knew for sure is I needed as many of these bear traps as possible. Step on this, please. There you are. That's the way. It turns out the bear trap doesn't even need to go off to actually do damage to them. But unfortunately, this dickhead broke my bear trap somehow. This never happened again, and I don't know how he did it. But regardless, it was time for me to leave. The party was getting far too populated. As fortune would have it, though, I was hungry, so I doubled back round to see if there was any zombie meat for me to eat, and found another bear trap. I was going to utilize my bear trap and continue scavenging, but I was too hungry to be able to run. Without the ability to run, my confidence was very low, and so I decided to head back to the boat. And once there, I was able to slurp down some more delicious salt water. It's got electrolytes. But regardless, our trip to the village did bear fruit. We got ourselves the trap. The bear trap. The trap for Cuzco. Once I was back on the boat, I realized I'm probably not too far away from the city at this point, so maybe I could actually go and loot some houses that I see on the shore. And after getting a thorough licking from a green horse, I then did actually find a couple of nice little things. Japunvig helmet. Oh my god. Trap time. A potato! I mean, honestly, actually, a potato is a really good item. After I left that building, I suddenly realized, hey, I'm in the city now. Our new goals, now that we've arrived in the city, are we have to set up somewhere to live, and as soon as possible find Kim and do whatever he requires of us in order for him to give us some cures. In a nearby church building or whatever, I'd managed to find a couple more bear traps. So I nabbed up those, and also had a quick peek in any chests I found, but didn't find that much. Now, it doesn't explicitly say this, but I have a sneaking suspicion that being infected makes you more hungry. So one thing's for sure, wherever my base is going to be, I want it to be by the water so I can keep refilling my canteen. Now this vest that I found, how's it doing? 8 armor, 2 bullet protection. Go again. Alright. There we are. Civilian body vest. Sounds good to me. I'm a civilian. I have a body. I want it protected. So as previously mentioned, the main goal right now is to build ourselves a base. We have 3 traps to our name and a hell of a lot of zombies coming at us. So we need some kind of structure to funnel these guys onto the traps. And I think I have an idea. I very cheekily scouted up and down the coastline to see if there was potentially any better spots for me to build, but I decided that right here isn't too bad. It's kind of equidistant from these 2 buildings near me, and also has plenty of room for me to be able to see people coming. Be them the undead, or even worse. Next, I had to chop down as many trees as I could, because the first thing on our agenda is some walls. Due to the sheer number of zombies around me, this was extremely painful to do, but after a few days of toiling, we at least had a very basic perimeter. During the night, when it was too dangerous to get wood, I decided to instead take as much as I could from the surrounding area. And so you'll have to forgive me, it does look a bit slapdash, but it seems to do the job, though it's not perfect, as you'll notice by my retinue right now. Unfortunately, although I'd managed to use my time well and erect some walls, it was now time for me to cure myself of my infection, and just hope to God I don't get infected again before I get a chance to talk to Kim. Channeling my inner dead island, I was able to combine some spikes that I'd found with my baseball bat to make a spiked baseball bat. And as I was testing it out, I got infected again. Good shit. The following day, I decided to have a wander around the city and found these fences, which turned out to be electrified. Yes, Daddy, please. Harder. I thought maybe they'd make a good defensive structure to put around the base, but unfortunately they don't work if the thing you're trying to keep out has single-digit IQ, like Ryan. The zombies, for some reason, can climb over the electric fence. They take some damage, but it's not enough to kill them, so the fences actually let them in. They're the worst. I decided to put a wall at the back of my base as well to protect my rear from any goblins that might want to get inside. Listen, there's nothing wrong with what I just said. And after that, I got a call from our good friend Kim.
Sneeve!
Kim!
Sneeve!
Kim!
I cannot believe it's you!
I can't believe it's you
died.
either. Kim, how have you been?
Good, somewhat good.
Somewhat?
I was murdered
Oh, by who?
yesterday.
Was it by
By
someone
Shawn.
whose name rhymes with Born?
Yeah. Born Shawn.
It's always Born.
Now I'm just curious where you are.
You're not gonna kill me, are you, Kim?
No, I would never kill you.
Again.
I done. Again.
There was that one time, Kim.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Now, Kim, I've heard that there's some apples being freely given for absolutely free, and there's no
No,
cost.
I cannot do that. Some people have taken advantage of me.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
But hey, I always do a fair trade the first time, and then we take it from there.
Oh, it's Kim the drug dealer, is it? First one's free, baby. My God.
If you come back here with some, what are you called? I think it's cyan terracotta. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Cyan terracotta. Yeah, you come to me with cyan terracotta, and man, you're getting your apple.
How much cyan terracotta?
A good pile.
A good pile, because I have 4. Is that enough?
No, it should be maybe 1 to 2 stacks minimum.
Oh my God. Okay,
Good.
Kim.
That's me.
I will get you these things you so demand. But I may need.
No, but there.
I would like the apple in advance, if that's okay. The reason being, I may not live to make the delivery otherwise.
Ah, you managed to get yourself infected, huh?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Me and the infection go way back.
Yeah, I guess you can do that. But and also keep in mind, if you don't fulfill your promise, let's just say I have people that I can send after you.
Yeah, you really are in the mob now, aren't you, Kim? This is crazy.
Giving me this much power was not a good idea.
He's immediately abused it.
Have you come by my base yet?
No, I haven't seen it. Is it a large mansion?
Nah, not yet.
Are you gonna invite me over to your daughter's
tried-
wedding?
It's not as large as I liked it to be. Every time I try to work, someone comes to cause problems for me. It's always been a meeting spot again, like per usual. People all meet
yes.
up at my base.
Every time Kim's
Every
house
time.
is the meeting spot. It's tradition.
And it has not changed.
It is also tradition to blow up Kim's house at some point.
No, that is not tradition.
It is tradition. Wait, where is your house, Kim? I need to come over. Take me for a walk through the lemon trees.
Now, okay, so you are along the shore. Are you south of the map?
I spent a little bit more time discussing with Kim where I am relative to the city, and he gave me directions to his house, and eventually, after some scavenging, since I got lost a little bit, I found him. Two of the things I found while I was on my way, though, was this katana, which is katana spelled wrong, and also this military urban body, which I decided to wear because it's better than what I have right now.
Steve!
Kim. Here we are.
Jump over.
Oh, yes. Please.
Step on that.
Thank you, Squire. All right, here we are.
Beautiful,
Wow.
welcome.
I saw this
Welcome
place
to my
earlier,
castle.
and I was wondering who owned it. So this is your house.
This is my house, my base.
This is your compound.
Yeah, this is my safe haven.
Your safe. Oh, hello. There's a sack in there. Hey, Kim. You said you wanted some of that. There you go.
Oh! There's not enough at all.
No, it's not. I'll get you more. This is just a taste. Since I'm gonna quite desperately need that golden apple soon. Or that.
Here,
Yep,
you get
that'll
this
do the
one.
job. That will nicely do the job.
I always give people a bottle first. Yeah, but then I expect a lot of more cyan terracotta, okay?
Cyan terracotta. Okay. Yep, I got you, fam.
And if I don't get that, trouble is coming your way.
Oh dear.
There we go.
How did you get this much iron, Kim? There's so many spikes and traps and all of these things.
Yeah, some of them was traded to me, like Shawn has gone mining
Oh, I see.
and stuff like that.
Ah, I see. You're a very wealthy man. You are a Don. Look at all this stuff.
What are you talking about?
Matches, wheat. You got a beer. This I know some good shit. That's some good shit right here. Oh
Exactly.
Oh, and you've got a tree. A lovely tree.
Yeah.
Yes. Could we trade for a sapling?
Here, Steve.
Ah, a sapling.
need-
Good. Is there
You not
anything you
take
want for that,
your-
Kim?
More cyan terracotta.
Ugh. My god, this guy's got a cyan terracotta addiction. Kim then informed me that he lives here alone, and everyone else has decided to take up residence nearby. And he informed me of some of the things that have happened while I've been away.
Oh, Ryan actually came here yesterday. He came on his horse all the way down here, only to die. And then his horse was stolen by Shawn, and Shawn came back with the horse eventually, but then he stepped in a bear trap and the horse died. So, no more horse, no more Ryan.
Oh dear. Well, that was a good story well told, Kim.
Hey, speaking of, do you have coal?
Yes, I have lots of coal.
Yeah, that is also part of my deal, so I need coal.
I'm changing the deal. Pray I don't change it any further. Okay, no, I've got you sorted for coal, fam. I have a lot of coal. I've got it coming out my ears.
Why does people come here with nothing?
No, I came here with something, Kim. I did come here with something. It's a very nice thing to have.
Oh, cocktail Molotov.
Yes,
Very nice.
but be careful where you throw that, Kim, because things can get a little toasty.
Actually, I do have like a big deal, a big plan for you.
Kim, for some reason, has become some kind of inner-city gangster, and he's about to give me a quest. And this quest is going to cause me a lot of trouble.
I will give you 2 or 3 golden apples, okay?
Yes?
For you, assuming you have some explosives, to blow up the fences of Shawn's base.
Oh, yes.
Can you do that?
I think I probably could. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm getting a bit sick of constantly being infected with zombie AIDS, and so having some extra cures is a very attractive idea. Also, looking at the available explosives we have to us in this mod pack, there are quite a few options for us. Looking particularly attractive was this explosive barrel, as it's not very expensive, and all of these things we've seen so far. Another item which caught my eye was this nail bomb. And there's also this cheeky chappy called the improvised bomb. Regardless, with so many options, I was definitely keen to take Kim up on his offer. I thanked Kim for his hospitality and drank my cure so I wouldn't die. And I agreed to do his Shawn task and also get him that signed terracotta. Well, you said 3 antidotes, right? For blowing up Shawn?
Not blowing up Shawn per se, but take out his walls.
In one final plea, I asked for one of the cures to take out Shawn's walls in advance. And thankfully, Kim obliged.
Okay then, here, Sneeve. Take this one then.
Okay. Brilliant. Hopefully I won't have to use it, but yes.
Hopefully not. And if you have to use it, wait until last second. But like, not wait too long, okay? And now Sneeve.
Kim.
Get out of here.
Oh my god. It is quite terrifying, a swole man in his Speedos.
I gotta remind you, since you are going out on this mission, I expect you to come back with some extra tips for me, like armor, maybe. Yeah, maybe some leggings, some chest plates. I don't have much of that right now.
I'll tell you what, Kim.
Ooh.
Pop that puppy on.
Ah.
You look stylish,
Ooh,
Kim.
Arm. Thank you.
It does look a little bit like you're in a sexy apron.
I just had to pick up something.
Yes, indeed. Oh, God. Now, as I was heading home, I managed to get myself lost again and came across this little nice-looking thing over in the distance there and decided to swing over and have a quick look. I was sort of arguing with myself in my head as to whether or not this was a naturally generated structure or one that my fellow players has built, as this place looks bloody amazing. God damn it. Look, it even has some kind of entryway vestibule to trap some idiotic souls. I might just see how this works so I don't get trapped. Oh wait, where's the button to get out? Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Listen, okay, I'm just gonna leave and then I'll put it back the way that it was. And then we are going to pretend that this never happened, okay? Full disclosure, I waited in the trap for about 5-10 minutes, but no one logged on, so, yeah. I'm not going to wait there for hours in case it's someone's base and they log in. One thing that trip did convince me of, though, is that I need a lot more iron. Basically, on the extraction day of the finale, we all have to survive a relentless horde of zombies and then make our way to an extraction point. So the better defenses I have, the more likely I'll survive. And that base, being trapped as it was, certainly seems like a good idea. I decided to give a bit more size and length to the rear of my base, as I wanted somewhere that I might be able to escape from in the event of total calamity, let's say. But one thing's for sure, I need more defenses and traps and things. Having some walls and whatnot is good for now, but things probably won't stay that way as the days progress and the zombies become increasingly more mutated. After cutting down my average-sized oak tree, I decided to plant the saplings that Kim gave me, and that is the best tree I've ever... Oh, okay. Well, at the very least, I had a buttload of wood to work with now. Oh, wait. Regardless, in the morning, I hydrated myself and then went back over to that base we found the other day to gather up the terracotta that I promised Kim. It wasn't too bad, but it was a bit annoying because every so often the Melvins would come after me, and I would have to dispose of them before continuing. Remember, I still only have one cure, and I want to make it last. But by the late afternoon, I felt like I had enough, so I decided to go down this way and explore what we have over here. There were a few buildings down this way, including some unassembled sandwiches, which I helped myself to, a brewski, which I decided to save for the next time I have to talk to Kim, and a couple of other things here and there, but mainly weapons, to be honest, which is not a bad thing since my current one is nearly broken. And I decided to head home before it got too dark, again because I wanted to conserve that last cure I have for when it's absolutely necessary. Once I got home, I had a quick nap, and then this Melvin decided to highlight exactly why the electric fences suck donkey nuts. I had actually already moved the electric fence slightly further back from the wall, but they're still able to use it to get over, so I'm pretty much just gonna break that and remove it entirely. Following this, I was then assaulted by the worst enemy of all, server lag. Oh, please, lads. If you're gonna assault me, that's fine, but don't do the dance and then jump. This lag is not okay. Due to the fact my psychic powers are not up to par in order to live with the server lag, I decided to call it there for today. And in the morning, we got a visit from an old friend.
Hello? Hello?
Ah! This is ShadowMech. Like me, he also is a cringy YouTuber-like creature, and I would very much recommend you check out his channel. In the past, we've worked together to win scenarios, and in other instances, he's also been the source of my untold misery. And now he's turned up at my doorstep, and we're yet to figure out which it's going to be this time. Apparently he's infected right now and decided to come say hello to me, so we're not off to a good start.
I might have something back at my base, but I'm not sure. I get infected a lot.
Well, here, Shadow, I've got something that'll help. Here.
Ah, yes. Let me try.
Yeah, crack that open and you'll be feeling right as rain. Help yourself to a brewski.
Dangerous out there.
It's dangerous everywhere. Oh!
What?
My sword broke. Okay, well, it's been lovely seeing you, Shadow, but please go somewhere else.
You want me to leave?
Well, no, I don't necessarily want you to leave, but I am a bit annoyed that you brought all these bonies here.
No, they're gonna be here anyway.
Well, they are now.
Yep, infection cured.
What?
Oh. What did I drink?
Oh, you drank the brewski? Good man. Good man. That'll fix you right up. You'll be feeling great. Not tomorrow.
Hey,
but for a little bit.
For a little bit. Do you know about the chainsaw?
I do not.
It breaks stuff really quick. Boom.
That's lovely.
Hey, make it here. You can have mine.
What?
I got like 4 of them.
You got 4 chainsaws? Huh?
This is exchange for the... Here you go.
Oh, for the beer.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my God. Why? You
gotta get yourself defended better than this.
It's because I placed a stupid block down. God damn it. Okay, I'm going out. I may be some time.
Well, I'm going out too, so let's go out.
Alright, let's go out together then. And go out together then we did. We channeled the power of friendship and decided to work together to try and find cures for our illnesses. Shadow also imparted with me some additional useful information, in that Kipley, who you may remember taking a nap a few days ago, and another survivor, Robert, have been working together.
Yeah, they're tricky around here. I think Kim's got traps everywhere.
Yeah, he does. Don't go anywhere near that man's base. Now, besides the odd embarrassing nibbling, things went quite well on the whole. At least it did at first. As the day progressed, things got worse.
I don't know where you're at. I can't help you.
That's all right. I'm being numbed, but I'll be okay, I think.
Oh, you're up here.
Yes. Get him. There we are. But by the evening, we had new and more serious problems to deal with. Oh,
where to now?
Nuts. I just got a horde.
What? Oh, really?
Yes. Well, Shadow.
I mean, I think we're fine if we stay up here. Oh, and of course it's a full eclipse. Look at the moon. It's like pitch black.
Yeah. Does that mean it's gonna be darker?
It's gonna be like no light at all.
Cool. Well, we could mosey on. I can barely see them. Yeah, there's just the eyes. What do we do?
Just wait it out, I guess. We can't go anywhere.
The way that the building is built, it's actually got like an overhang roof, so it looks like they can't actually climb up.
Oh, so we can't get... Okay.
I think we might be okay. Although, I'm not super keen on it because I'm infected and I don't want to die.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, and you're infected too.
I am. Like, I got about 20, 30 minutes. You can sit through one night, but then I'm gonna have to hightail it.
Yeah. Okay, he's in the lava.
Good.
I'm happy about that. And all these other chaps are burning as well. A bit roasty toasty. I can't imagine the smell right now. It probably wouldn't be good. It smell a bit like my grandmother when I forgot to take her out of the tanning bed.
I worry a little bit about Robert and Kipley. They seem to be acting a little weird.
What do you mean acting weird?
Well, I went to their base because I was running from a horde. And I went in and I was talking to them, and then they were... I don't know, there was some situation with Kim and Shawn. some bow. I don't understand what it was, and they're trying to pin it on me.
What are you talking about?
Supposedly someone stole a bow from Shawn. I don't know why you would steal a bow, because for one, I can't breed anything, so I can't make arrows.
Okay, so just in case you're confused about what the hell Shadow's talking about, allow me to explain through the artistic medium of MS Paint. First, we must establish our protagonists. That is, my fellow survivors. So here we have Shawn. He's an angry little man with a hat. And then we also have Kippers and Robert, who happens to be wearing a bow tie. And then we have the purple man, Mr. Shadow Mac, coming in here with his hood. Now, Shawn apparently has some kind of bow. Alright, I don't know what it is, so this is the first time hearing about it. He has a bow and he's very fond of it. Now, Shadow here is saying that it's Kippers and Robert who stole Shawn's bow. And meanwhile, Shawn is saying no, it's Shadow. And meanwhile, Kippers and Robert are also saying no, it's Shadow. That's right. Shadow is a nerd, and he's a bloody steely man. And of course, he is a goblin. And so here's what I was thinking at the time. Most likely, this bow was stolen by Shadow Mech. That is the most likely scenario here. So Shadow stole this bow, and then he's also trying to paint these two as sketch balls for some reason, and is trying to cause some kind of divide between these two groups here. He wants these two groups to not like each other. And now he's trying to get me to side with him, and then that way it'll be us two, Team Shadow versus Team Infighting over here. And then of course we have Kim and Ryan. Kim will probably be killed the second no one needs his cures anymore. Ryan, who the hell knows? And then Shadow's trying to make it seem that I shouldn't trust these three. This is obviously what's going on. And so, in conclusion, Shadow makes probably the bad guy. But of course, we need to decide what we want to do, and I'll just go with whatever seems more fun. So I think I'll probably just join Shadow in his mayhem. Thank you for listening to my presentation. You can donate by going to www. So anyway, let's see where this relationship with Shadow ends up. Also, I should mention at this point, while Shadow and I were standing on the roof, there were a bunch of special infected sitting below us.
But anyway, I was in...
God blimey. That fellow needs a lozenge. Shadow put some lava down, and while we were waiting for them to cook, I decided to ask him what he wants from this proposed alliance between us he seems to be mentioning. Okay, well, what do you want to do about it?
Probably not go near them.
Do we kill Kippers? Stab him?
Kill Kippers?
Yeah.
I guess.
Alright, we'll stab her in the mouth.
I just want to stay clear of them, that's all. I don't know what they're up to, what they're thinking. They're up to no good, I think.
So you reckon Kippers is going crazy, and she's teamed up with Robert, and they're accusing you of things. Oh, there's a tree over there on fire.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to stay clear for them for a while anyway. Because the extraction, it's going to be like the shipwrecked, where there's only going to be so many pillars to get out.
Oh, okay, I see.
So I'm assuming they're teaming up and trying to spread chaos among everybody else.
How much time have you got left on your infection, Shadow?
I got 10 seconds for infection 2, and then it's into 3 and 4, which I think are like 15 minutes each.
Yep. Yeah, I've got 15 minutes on infection 2, so I've got exactly 45 minutes each left.
Okay. So we can go and try to look.
As Shadow and I only had 30 minutes and 45 minutes respectively to survive, we decided to put some pace on and try and find something that can cure us. Unfortunately, most of the chests that we came across were only filled with my will to live after finding out I've eaten the last chocolate hobnob. Ever the golden retriever, I got a little distracted and decided to grab these iron bars. I have some plans for improving my base when I get home. We did find some loot during the day though, just nothing really of note, just a couple of bits and bobs.
Oh! There's Kim.
Oh, it is Kim. What's he doing here?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, we lost track of time, and as we entered a second house for looting, nighttime was upon us.
Which way can we get out? Oh. I got a Horde.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can stay.
Oh dear.
Like, just time-wise.
Yeah. Do you really have nothing that you can save yourself with?
No.
But why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Okay, I should be good, but as soon as the morning hits, I'm out. And look who that is.
Huh?
Through that wall right there.
Oh yes, that's our friend. Jimmy, I believe his name was. Jimmy the Jabber.
Steve, if these guys could break rocks, we would be so screwed right now.
Yes, we would.
This guy can go through one by one, so don't break anything.
Yeah, alright. So, putting it lightly, we had a couple of issues to solve here. The Black Friday shoppers outside of the window are only problem number 1. Problem number 2 is Mr. Spiky, this guy.
You see him?
Yes! Yeah, I saw him. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Just by going, oh.
I couldn't speak.
Luckily, as I used to work in retail, I came up with an ingenious idea in order to deal with the shoppers outside. It mainly just consisted of me putting a slab down and then telling Shadow to roast the people alive.
You're ready.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're cooking them.
There we go. There, you're thinking?
And if the spiky man comes through, then we just stab him until he stops needing stabbed. No, it kind of smells like a jockstrap. Once the peasantry had been dealt with, it was then just a matter of waiting for a good moment to leave. We decided to wait until morning just so that we could see while we were trying to run away from this horde. And once we had a free moment, we headed out the front door. Shadow ended up being chased by one of those big guys, and it was pretty funny. Luckily for him, though, after a short time, I decided to give up and wander off. And fair enough, cardio sucks and it melts your gains.
See? See what happens? See what happens?
This is what happens when you run away from your problems. They just disappear.
Exactly. They just disappear.
On the way home, Shadow decided to divulge with me that he has multiple cures at his base. And thanks to the harrowing experience we just shared together, he was keen to share one with me. Nothing else really happened on our way home, and I was able to put down some of those iron bars that I'd mentioned earlier. I decided to take a chainsaw that Shadow had lent me out for a spin, but sadly, aside from having good durability, it's not terribly fast, so I was scammed. Also, in superfluous news, there seems to be a bat that is flying around on the eastern side of my base, and for some unknown reason, I decided to name him Batley. I think I was going mad with loneliness. But anyway, moving on to more relevant matters, Shadow had turned up at my base again because he wanted to give me a golden apple, after he cured himself first.
Okay, listen. Here's a cure.
Yes!
Okay, hold on. I gotta eat it first.
Oh. Well, that's a bit rude. You're gonna take a big bite out of it. Here you go, Snape. Here's the... You can have the core.
Yeah, as soon as it stops lagging, I've been eating this for an hour. Oh, there we go. All right. Listen, I'm doing this in good faith. You helped me out today.
Kind of. Here we go.
There you go. Well,
What?
I was gonna say, don't eat it now.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I probably... tits. Shadow decided to head home, but before he left, he showed me a very handy little trick. If I take this hammer here, and I combine it with some cobblestone, I can get a bunch of rocks. And then combining the rocks with some sticks, we can get some spikies. And the zombies seem to have a severe spike allergy. So indeed, my house is now much better protected from rear entry solicitors. And so for the next 24 hours, I basically just spent the time making some spiky boys and putting them around my base. You see, at this point, there's less than 24 hours left until some extremely large hordes will be upon me. And these spikes might not do the job, but they're certainly going to be better than before. However, we will need some additional preparations. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. We need to find ourselves some better armor and weapons. Maybe we'll try find another ally. One thing I am actually going to do is make a little trench here. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we can talk to Kippers or Kim or someone and confirm our previous theory about Shadow. But I'm honestly not too worried about that either way. Oh, and also we need to blow the holes in Shawn's base. I forgot about that. So over the past few hours, I've managed to finish off some of the trenches around the base, and the zombies are certainly having a fun time. Aren't you, lads? And just as I was tending to my trenches, we got another visit from our resident nutjob. Yes, Shadow Mech has returned. You come crawling back to me, huh?
Oh, look at all these traps here now. Look at that.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit spikier than before. So apparently Shadow Mech was suffering from success and wanted to cement his alliance with me probably, or something like that. And he wanted to help me out with some items to help me survive the coming hordes. As we were having a chat, we uncovered the schematics for two interesting items. The first being the katana here, which does 23 damage. And the second most interesting item being the Juggernaut armor set, which kind of does what it says on the tin. It's just really good armor. Shadow here is apparently wearing the Bomb Squad armor, which is nice, but is not quite as good as the Juggernaut armor, which Shadow has offered to help me build. The only issue is, by our calculations, you need literally hundreds of iron and 6 or 7 diamonds in order to make it. And while he was figuring that out, I went to go put a name tag on Batley. Batley! Okay, this is dangerous. I'm not infected at the moment, so... Batley, what the hell are you doing?
He's in your house.
Badly! There he is. Badly? Badly?
He was here.
Calm down. Yes, got him.
There you go.
He's named, but not that there's much point because he's always flapping around. Oh well, he won't despawn
okay.
now at
That's
least.
okay.
All right, Badly. I know he's gonna fly into the spikes, isn't he? In like 3 minutes.
Maybe. Now,
I would say with almost certainty.
Yeah. Come tomorrow if you're not feeling comfortable in your own base. If you want to come to my base to try to survive, you're more than welcome.
Oh really?
Yes.
That would be lovely.
I mean, if Kippers and Robert are teaming up and they're already acting sketchy.
Oh yeah, sounds good to me. It's time to stab Kippers.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Shadow then generously offered to show me where his base is, and I pretended to not already know. I had a sneaking suspicion that base I'd found earlier was probably his, and as he was currently taking me on a romantic rowboat ride, I figured my deduction was probably correct. And in a delightful change of pace, it turns out it was. It is very gothic.
Yes. I wanted the deep slate because it's very, it's harder to break, I think. It's stronger.
Oh, okay.
I gave you some of these. This is, like, if you want to make them, they're really cheap. It's just a log with sticks and then the metal bars. The zombies won't go over them. They'll go around them. That's why I placed bear traps in between each one.
That's clever. I like that. Shadow then proceeded to give me a lengthy tour, showing me all of the defenses and things around his base, including explaining to me what this little room is for.
And then I dropped him to his death.
I see. Oh boy, that's a hell of a tumble. He even divulged how his secret escape tunnel works. He's basically gonna swim down there with a scuba suit on. We then went on up into the watchtower, and he showered me with many gifts. Some of which included me nicking his duct tape. He also gave me some roasted taters, and also told me I could help myself to whatever weapons and armor I wanted. Now the question is, despite all of these gifts, obviously Shadow is still on everyone's bad side, so if I joined his team, it would be me and him against everyone else. But speaking objectively, probably have the worst secure base on the server, and Shadow probably has the best. So although there's only one of him, if we work together, our chances would be quite good. However, surviving the final horde is only step one. We then have to make it to the extraction point and secure ourselves some seats on the helicopter. First of all, Shadow and I agreed we're going to get ourselves some amazing weapons and good gear. For starters, Shadow made himself a katana. Oh my god!
I made it!
That is a long boy.
Oh my god, that's huge! I didn't realize how long that was.
Yeah. Wait, give me the katana and the torch. Here's you. Here's the guy she tells you not to worry about. Next, we went back to calculating exactly how much iron we needed in order to make me that juggernaut armor. Shadow told me he would happily get me all the iron I want. All I need to do is support him on extraction night. After saying goodbye to Shadow, I headed home and began some preparations. First of all, we need some explosives. We still have to blow some holes in Shawn's base, and for that, we're also going to have to find out where Shawn's base is. Logically speaking, though, the easiest explosive to build is probably going to be these explosive barrels here. If we can make a few of those, we only need one TNT to do quite a lot of damage. As there were so many zombies of all shapes and sizes coming at me now, it was also imperative that I deepen and widen the trenches around my base where possible. This was especially difficult because I only have one infection cure left, and I really don't want to have to use it. Oh, you fetid slime! Alright, well, time to die. At the very least now, I was given an hour to work on my base without the fear of getting reinfected. Other than iron, in order to make the juggernaut armor we wanted, we have to make some Kevlar. And to make Kevlar, you of course need polyester. And so I have to go through this annoying process of utilizing all of my gold and sapphires and whatnot in order to make myself some armor. In fact, since Shadow ended up giving me all of the iron I needed, the Kevlar was the thing that made me not able to make the full set of armor. And if I'd grabbed that Kevlar from several days ago, I would have been in a much better position for the extraction. After making myself a katana with the resources I'd gathered thus far, I then left my base in order to hopefully find a new cure. I really didn't want to use the last one I had. The katana was definitely a good call. The weebs were right this time, as it proved extremely effective in dealing with Melvins. In fact, at one point I remember I probably would have died if I had any other weapon than the katana. It was a bloody miracle I made it out of that convention alive. Oh my god, I survived! Ah! Sadly though, we didn't manage to find any new cures, and soon had to double back and utilize the last one we had stored. I was begging I'd win the lottery by going into this house and finding a new one, but sadly not, and as I left, I also almost stepped on a bear trap. After getting home and grabbing a few things, it was time to go and see Kim again. Last time we saw him, he paid us to go and get him some terracotta. We need to go deliver that, and hopefully he can also tell us where Shawn's base is. And if the chap happened to have any spare cures going around, I'm not going to say no. Also, Shadow had heard I was going to Kim's and decided to come too. Keep off the grass is what Kim says. All the time.
You know I can hear you.
To me.
Yeah, we know. We're coming.
We're here to raid you, Kim.
You're talking like I'm not here.
Give us all your milkshakes.
Oh, no milkshakes.
Ah.
Oh, wait, I forgot the one thing I was supposed to bring. I'm a moron. God damn. Oh, I was supposed to bring over 2 stacks of terracotta for him. And I have it, but I forgot to bring it. My god. But here, Kim, I have these for you. Grab those.
Oh, boots.
Yes. And what else do I have for you? Some apple juice? You gonna sip on your apple juice?
Yeah, I guess.
Now, 2 unfortunate things happened during my trip to Kim's. Number 1, I forgot to bring the terracotta. And number 2 is that he apparently has no cures left. Everyone else has been robbing him, and he died a few times and lost some or something. I decided to head home to grab my terracotta, and I also wanted to grab the gold I had left over, as Kim told me he would cure me if I could get him enough gold and an apple. And on the way, I encountered the rarest mob in all of Minecraft. A female.
Hello?
Kippers!
Steve!
Helga, oh my god, what the hell happened to your base?
Shadow blew it up.
Oh, yeah, he does that. Why did he blow it up? I'm not liking all the zombonis around here.
Here, I'll come out. I'm planning on doing it.
I would prefer to come in, if I'm honest.
Well, where's your base?
It's to the south. It's by the shore.
Oh.
I was actually just going by to stop at Kim's to try and get him to give me a golden apple. I also owe him some terracotta. I really don't.
Alright, yeah, let's go to Kim's then. I'm done.
Okay, let's go. Shadow's already there, by the way. So, you know, just in case there's some bad blood going on. I don't really know the politics.
Don't know why he threw a piece of dynamite.
What happened?
Yeah, maybe I'll let you go by yourself.
Oh.
I'm still angry.
Okay. Alright, I'll come back to see you afterwards though, Kippers.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye. Also, Shadow hadn't told me anything about bombing Kipper's base, so the likelihood of him being the crazy man is again increased. Here we are. Look at this. Look at this, Kim. Look at all that.
Oh.
How much did you deliver?
Some.
He's like counting it.
Yeah. Is he 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes.
You're short 3, Sneeze.
Actually, I'm over 24. He said 2 stacks, so I gave him almost 2.5. That's interest though. Yeah.
That is late payment.
Yeah, that's the late payment fee.
Late payment.
Well, I was gonna give it to you yesterday, Kim. It's been sitting, it's been rotting in my chest, but you haven't.
Yeah, exactly. And I've
you.
been waiting here. I had to beg Shadow here to get some terracotta.
That'll happen. I then quickly asked him a couple of questions to see if he would corroborate Shadow's story about Robert and Kipley being the insane ones. Of course, I think I've already figured this out, but I still would like some confirmation. And you, Kim, do you back that up?
He had you basically at gunpoint, Kim. Come on. Come on. She tried to steal your dime.
I think Shadow is a bit delusional. I don't know what's
going on. I'm so sketchy with them. They're so sketchy. They're squirrely. I'm telling you.
The squirrely.
Robert has been like the nicest one there to me, probably.
I didn't. I don't know.
Now, of course, despite Shadow's Oscar-winning performance, I'm still allied with him. I think it'll be the more fun conclusion, plus he's already given me so many things. Later on into the conversation, Shadow had to leave as he was infected and didn't want to die. However, Kim confirmed that if I went and got the gold, he would make me my golden apple, in exchange for one explosive device of my choice. So I once again left Kim's house in order to grab something that I'd forgotten twice. And on the way, I ran into young Kippers again. Her house happens to be in between Kim's base and mine.
Steve!
I found, I forgot to get gold, so I'm gonna go back to my base and get gold and then go back. Do you want to come with? I'll show you where it is.
Yeah. Do you by chance have extra gold?
I have 12, but that's all of it. If you have 4 gold, then we would have enough for 2 apples. Oh god, you're infected, I just realized.
Gold, you say,
yeah.
huh, Steve? Huh?
You've got an hour though, right, Kippers?
I think it is.
Okay. How do I get in here? I seem to have trapped myself.
You know, if Apocalypse Day does come, you can... Would you just want to... Ow.
Careful.
You just want to bunker up with me and Robert?
With you and Robert. Now this was interesting. The extraction event was in less than 24 hours, and Kippers has just offered for me to stay at her house. Also, apparently there was a radio message this morning that I didn't listen to.
The radio broadcast this morning.
Oh, I didn't listen to that, sorry.
Entire horde coming this way.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
And in order to, so we gotta survive the horde, which the space, while it is inspiring, you might...
Wow, that was so very diplomatic of you. This base is... Listen, while I love the artistic integrity of this base, it's not exactly defensible.
For how many days you've worked on it, it is actually very good. But yeah. I am worried about you, and then even if we do survive the horde, there's very limited spaces on the extraction plane.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
It's pay to win, 5 diamonds.
What are the alliances then? What are the alliances right now?
I don't have any bad will towards anyone. The only one I'm kind of peeved at is Shadow, because he randomly threw a bomb at my base while a horde was on me. That was not cool.
But why did he do that?
Oh, I don't know. He's been sussing me the whole time. I may or may not have tried to extort some diamonds at a kin, but...
Oh yeah, but he has it coming.
Yeah, he has it coming. That man...
He's a professional victim.
Yeah, Shadow's been playing mind games, spreading rumors, stealing items from Shawn.
Stealing items from Shawn? Oh my god, no. How could anyone have predicted this? Shadow was the one? No, really?
You got any food?
Yeah, I got food. Here's an egg.
I don't want your egg.
Why don't you want my egg? Eat my egg. Eat it.
Oh, fried egg.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
What did you think? I was offering you a raw egg. Can I offer you an egg in this trying
Dude,
time?
I thought you were offering me like a singular egg. I was like, bro.
Yeah. Now at this point, thanks to all of the help from Shadow, I've finished my Juggernaut armor. And this armor will put me in a very good position to survive the extraction by myself or with someone else. But I figured, let's take Kippers up on her offer.
Hey, but think about it, man. If you want to move in, we can just use all your defenses on the base as well. Be pretty sick.
However, first things first, I had to go back to Kim with the gold that I'd now grabbed. Right, Kim, I've got a couple of things for you. Let's pop upstairs, and you make me a cup of tea.
Yes.
Yep. Want milk, please? 2 sugars.
You drink from this?
What?
Oh. You drink from that?
This is my cup of tea, is it? Some oil?
Yeah.
All right, here, Kim. Gold. Please make me a thingy. And then you wanted some iron? How much iron do you want? Here.
I gotta go into the workshop. Just a second.
I don't have any beer for you, Kim. I did, but I lost them.
There you go. Ooh-wee.
Yes! Thank you, Squire. Wonderful. Okay, now how much iron did you want? Here's 7.
Oh my god. That is way more than oh, lovely. Lovely.
Lovely. Okay,
Beautiful.
Kim. Now, the other thing,
I needed this?
I brought the... Oh my god, Kim! Kim!
Oh, how?
I don't know. I saved you, Kim.
Yoink.
That'll be 1 golden apple.
Yoink. What happened?
I don't know. All I know is that man tried to take your life, Kim, and I rescued you. And now you owe me your life. I'm not sensing a lot of commitment to this new deal that I've posed, Kim.
I had to figure out something. Where did I put my can opener? Almost certain that I found a can opener recently. Oh, Kipley!
Hello.
Oh, there she is.
What kind of behavior is this?
I need help. Listen.
What?
I got 4 gold and a dream.
4 gold and a dream. Oh, okay. Here we go.
What do you want, Steve? Here, take a saddle.
I don't want that.
Take an egg.
That's my egg.
Kim! I need a golden apple, mate.
Well. What are you doing to me?
Well. Looks like the power's back in Kim's hands today.
All right. Well, how much armor does your helmet protect, huh?
4.
Tell you what, I'll give you this one. It's +6.
Oh yes.
Kim was so poor not too long ago, and now everyone's come crawling back to him.
Oh, thank you, Kim. Here, Sneeve.
What? Ah!
Leftovers.
Oh my god! This
Leftovers?
is a terrible trade. One apple, 2 golden nuggets, and 1 gold ingot. My god.
And the saddle and the egg. You cannot forget about the saddle and the egg.
I think the saddle despawned. I didn't pick it up.
You were looking for your can opener, right, Kim?
Whoa. You found it.
See, Kim gave it a man look. It took a woman to come in and say, "Look, it's right here, for God's sake."
Yeah. Steve, how much does that chest plate do that you're wearing?
9. 9 defense. It's pretty good, huh? How much does yours do?
18.
18? What the fuck? Like double mine? What the fuck? Mine looks so much beefier. What the hell?
I know, it's really deceiving, isn't it? I look like some little vest to throw on when it's a bit breezy outside.
Yeah,
you know?
you're a little military onesie.
Kim, what were you just?
Bye, Kippers.
No, Kim, where were you just?
Oh, wait, there's something here.
Kibbley decided to go for a walk, and so I had a quick chat with Kim, asking him where Shawn's base was and if he still wanted me to do it. Where is Shawn's base, by the way? I was hoping you could show me. You seem to not want to tell Shadow that I was planning on blowing up Shawn's base, so I think, I assume they're in an alliance or something.
No, yes and no, I don't know. Shawn already... I don't want Shawn to know that I have another mission that is going to affect him.
Well, do you still want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Before you log off, Kim, could you show me where Shawn's house is?
Sure. It's very easy. It's like, it takes 5 minutes from here. You gotta remember this, okay? That road over there.
Can we go to morning so I can see? I don't like that your instructions started with that road over there. It's not very specific.
This is gonna be my type of description.
Okay.
Do you see that road over there?
Kind of, yes. The crossroads?
It continues. Yeah, that continues. Yeah, we'll just continue going straight, right?
Wait, which way? It's a crossroads. You can't point to a crossroads and say just continue down that road. There's 4 roads.
North.
North. Okay.
You go north.
Right.
You go north. Then you go. Then you go to right, and then take another left, and you just keep going out of the city until you find a forest. Then you just keep going, follow the road, and look to your right. You will see a base in the forest.
Okay.
So you never need to leave the main road.
Yes, so I'm going to interject here. I had no idea what the hell Kim was talking about. Thankfully, someone with brain cells turned up and just gave me the coordinates.
It's the X is 6,583.
You just see, Kim. This is how you give directions.
That's a boring way.
Kim saying like, with the sun at your back, turn east at the crooked tree. Walk 200 paces until you find.
No, I'll dox anyone any day. All right, 6,583, and then 10,865. It's like way north of town.
Yeah, you go northwest from here. Take the first right, then take a left, go straight forward out of the city until you see the forest.
And that bloody Kim tells me, he says, you see that, it was pitch black, right? It was pitch black at night, and he goes over here and he says, you see that road? And I'm like, fucking no, Kim, I don't see any bloody roads. And then so I go to sleep, and then he comes over here and he's like, you see that road there? Pointing at the crossroads, where there's 4 bloody roads. Like, what the... And then he tells me, he's like, oh yes, take the north road, but 2 of those roads are bloody north. God, thank God someone with some fucking common sense comes along. Dear God.
Hey, Kim, you got any torches I can steal?
I'm out. I'm sorry.
That was funny.
Ow! Please Kippers, could you get me an apple, please, for helping you out? Thank you.
Didn't I give you an apple? Well, I can't get you a golden one.
Well, if you're going to get more gold, I helped you get a golden apple.
That is true. But then give me the extra gold I gave you.
I got rid of the nuggets, but I only had 1 bar. It's right. These chaps are annoying me.
You know, it's fine. You
Oh
hang on
my
to the
god,
one.
I'm gonna get.
Watch out for bear traps. Watch out for bear traps.
Please don't step in a bear trap.
No, I am gonna get bloody eaten.
Yeah, Sneep, it's alright. I'll get the gold, man. Don't worry, Sneep. Sneep, run.
Oh, that was close. That's the wrong road.
Okay, here's the goal, Kippers. I know it's the wrong road. Kippers, Kim, I'm gonna stab you in the mouth. Utilizing the coordinates that Kippers gave me, I decided to go out and scout where Shawn's base is. I haven't seen Shawn yet, and so my opportunity to be able to complete Kim's mission may be short-lived. So I need to know where it is in order to get there quickly. This turned out to be a bloody good thing to do, as his base was nowhere near as close as Kim had made it seem. As you may notice, it's now nighttime and I still haven't found it.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yes, I ran into a couple of snags. First that Melvin that came up and bit my ankle, and also I'm surrounded by a horde right now. Luckily I managed to duck into this house. Luckily though, you may recall my lure them onto the other side of the house strategy from earlier, and that worked again. So I was able to continue my tour to Shawn's house. As I was infected yet again, I decided to dip into any house I came across and just do a quick double check for apples. Get stabbed, nerd. And while I was on my merry quest, I decided to quickly have a chat with Kippers over the radio. Just to chat, really, and make sure that she didn't think I was any kind of enemy.
Yeah, basically, Shadow's been very sus.
Yes.
I think he's up to no good. But I also think Shawn has kind of been stirring the pot.
Uh-huh. It's not like Shawn.
He told me and Robert earlier that Shadow was talking smack about me and Rob.
Oh yeah, what is he saying?
Rob. That we're untrustworthy.
Oh, right.
And suspicious.
Wait, who told you that?
Yeah, no,
Kim.
Shawn told me that Shadow had been saying that me and Rob are sus.
Oh, yes.
But it is Shawn. But he's also been weirdly quiet in this scenario. The man out in the woods.
I haven't seen him at
God
all.
knows what.
Unless Shawn is already, like, hard set on being friends with Shadow. Which he might be. He does that.
Yeah, he does do that, but I'd be very surprised. I think he thinks that Shadow's been majorly stealing from him. Been very angry about that.
Well, from everything that I've heard, it seems incredibly likely. Okay, I think I've just reached the woods. That I must have walked past Shawn's base 4 or 5 times, because I was wandering through the spruce forest where apparently it is, and I, for the love of God, couldn't see it. Eventually, though, after 16,000 years, I did actually find the thing. Ah, found it! How? Oh my god, I'm in the 3rd tier of my infection now. My god.
You got bit?
Yeah, I got bit on the way.
I have enough gold now. I just need Kim to get back online.
He won't get back on until tonight, which is in like 6 hours, 8 hours, something.
Wait, really? I was hoping to get another golden apple from him.
No, he's gone to bed.
Oh.
Okay, I see how this base is put together. It's not that crazy, honestly. It's quite nice. I like it. It has a distinctive security flaw, I'm now realizing, which is that it has vines outside of it which I can climb. We can't do anything to anyone's base while they're offline, can we?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know the rules. I know stealing is a no-go.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like raiding as a whole or just stealing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the other thing as well is, I don't really want to do it if he's offline. Anyway, so we now know where Shawn's base is. And the next time we see that lad, we can go and do our quest we'd promised for Kim. As I was heading home, I was looting someone's panty drawer and happened to find a bomb squad helmet, which is the same helmet that Shadow has. And might I just say, it's bloody good. Once I was back in the city, I had made my decision. I'm going to accept Kipley's offer to stay at her house during the final Horde invasion. I also managed to get home at a fairly good time, because it turns out I only had 15 seconds left to live. However, I am now entirely out of cures, and I have absolutely no way to get cures until tomorrow, after the Horde invasion. I told Kipley I would shortly be joining her at her base, but for now I just had some more things to do. I utilized all the potatoes and bone meal that I had on hand to make myself some food, and after that used as many of the resources I had to make myself some med kits. You may remember a while ago I'd managed to find a book that taught me a bunch of medical items. That book, it turns out, it was extremely rare, probably one of the most valuable things I'd found this entire scenario. And even simply making them is extremely tedious. You need alcohol and bandages and all kinds of other stuff. This is something that I've been working on in the background for a long time. And so we have food, we have medkits, we have weaponry, we have armor. The only thing left we need is more explosives. Kipley informed me it's time for me to come round and move into her base. Only problem was, there was no bloody entrance. Apparently the only way inside was through the use of an ender pearl, and I didn't really have any. Eventually Kippers had to break down a fence to let me in. There you go. Oh my god. This is a dangerous place.
Okay, alright, now hop over this. Ow.
That was funny.
Alright,
Oh, I see.
made a second pit.
This place is nice.
Yes.
Oh,
out.
coming in. Ah! How does one get in?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to get used to the rope.
Oh, there we go. I see. It's a little less spruced up, I would say, than Kim's base. I'm going to bed.
Yes, we have not worked on the top, but we have secret tunnels. Follow me.
Secret tunnel through the mountain. What? Oh. What? Oh my god, this is a secret tunnel.
This is how you get out of the base.
I love it. It's very.
Everyone going in 2 directions.
It's very Alcatraz. Do you
like it?
Must be comfortable being behind the person in front.
If you really want to, we could connect it to Kim's base without him knowing, but.
Without him knowing, that's a good idea. Wow.
And you're really going all the way over there, huh? There's not, I'm telling you, there's nothing over there, but.
Well, I just want to see. Like, is it dangerous?
No. It's just a tunnel.
Where does it come up though? Like, are there going to be zombies here?
There could be.
Okay, well, that's not helpful. I see. I need to know where it comes up, but I'm scared that I'm going to go out and get infected. Okay, yeah, there's definitely zombies around here. Okay, yeah, so Kippers and Robert's escape tunnel is a death trap. They almost certainly will get eaten if they try to use either of these. What I mean by this is if they try to use them during the final horde, the zombies will just pile in on the other end, meaning that Kippers and Robert are very much trapped in their base. I informed Kippers it's probably a good idea to have some way to get in and out of the base, via some kind of gateway or something. And she seemed to think it wasn't too bad of an idea, considering how dangerous it was to get in. Secretly though, of course, I just needed a way to get out. We were attacked by a zombie horde while I was there, and although they were able to spill over, they certainly weren't making their way inside. So the only danger to Rob and Kippers during the finale will be me. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my base quite quickly, Kippers. I'll come back here.
Alright, I'm gonna get off for the night.
Yep, fair enough. I'll let you know how I get on.
Alright, good luck.
Bye, Kippers. I'll see you later. Now let me explain to you the plan. Kipper's base has 3 main weaknesses. First of all, the zombies, when numerous, are able to climb over the walls. However, they are stopped by the 2 trenches before getting to the main base. These are the explosives I have right now. 4 TNTs, 3 explosive barrels, 2 nail bombs, and 2 improvised explosives. Now keeping in mind I have to blow a hole in Shawn's walls, I'm gonna have to use some of them for that. However, it should only be a quick procedure. Afterwards, I should still have a decent amount left. My plan is to use the remaining explosives after doing the Shawn quest to punch holes in Kipley and Robert's defenses, allowing the zombies in while I escape. Kipley had just gone to sleep for the night, and I summoned Shadow to discuss with him my idea. Shadow was entirely on board with the plan, and invited me to take refuge at his house once I'd escaped from Kipley and Robert's. With my Juggernaut armor and katana, it shouldn't be too hard for me to escape. In order to help me with my mission, Shadow offered me 2 things: additional explosives and his final infection cure.
It's an old antidote.
Oh my god.
Never used.
Thank god.
Okay. Now we're gonna go pay Shawn a visit.
Shawn was currently online, and this is the only chance I've had this entire scenario to be able to accomplish Kim's quest. After all, Shadow's been stirring the pot this entire time, and sowing some additional chaos is very much in his street. I mean, up his street. What am I saying? And so we started making our way back to Shawn's house, hoping to find him there. Unfortunately, though, we ran into him on the way.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
What are you doing?
I gotta deliver something to Kipley.
Kipley?
And you're infected.
What are you guys doing? Oh, yes, I'm infected.
How many cures do you have, Shawn?
1.
1. So,
yeah, what about you?
I have none. I would like a cure if you have one.
I have 1.
Can I have it? Oh, but you're infected too, damn it.
Exactly. We have to get back to your base, or not your base, Kipley's base, and then I will discuss with you.
Kippers, yeah. Now, there's one thing I need to explain. Shawn is apparently a chemist, and Shawn has at his disposal potions, and Kipley had made a deal with him in order to obtain some. Right now, Shawn is acting as delivery boy, dropping off a potion that Kipley will be able to use tomorrow. I had an understanding as to what Shawn was up to here. What I didn't know was Shawn also had an ulterior motive. He wanted to see Shadow dead. Shadow, for some reason, hadn't entered the base and was instead nearby. Shawn, realizing that Shadow was surrounded by zombies, decided to take the opportunity to strike.
You shouldn't have stole from me, Shadow. You
I
shouldn't
didn't
have
steal
stole from me.
from you.
You took my bow, you took my diamonds, and you took my cure. And now for that, you can't pay.
Now, I had no idea what the bloody hell was going on out there, but I couldn't see, and there was a pile of Melvins in between me and whatever was going on between those two. Now, I wouldn't be able to find them, but what I could do was make it daytime and go and accomplish my quest. So once I had some light, I tossed an ender pearl and started running to Shawn's base as fast as I could. I knew I wouldn't have much time before he started running back there. I almost certainly was going to have to fight Shawn at his base, but if I could get there first, the damage would already be done. Unfortunately, I was about to die from my infection, so I had to drink the last cure I had in reserve given to me by Shadow in order to get there. Yes, indeed, this was an idiotic move and probably would have been far smarter to just save it for tomorrow, but this was my only opportunity to be able to complete Kim's quest, and I didn't want to let that idiot down. And yes, I managed to get lost on the way and reinfected, so I lost almost everything getting here. But I desperately wanted to keep my promise, and losing everything that I did was worth it, as I managed to leave a gaping hole in Shawn's base and have completed the thing that I set out to do. Everything may have gone tits up, but at the very least, we got that done. The only thing I was curious about was I never ran into Shawn, so I don't know what happened to him. The incredibly engorged Horde is on its way, and I don't have much time at all. I need to get back to my base as quickly as possible with a nearly broken katana and gather up as much as I can and head to Kipley's. I managed to find a military knife on the way home, which was excellent as my katana was just about to break. Why did Shawn have to live in the woods like some kind of weird druid? My god, just live in the city like normal people. Eventually though, I did get home. However, I was starving to death, but we're not going to worry about that. And I quickly set to work putting everything valuable into this here chest. I was currently infected, and there was no way to cure myself. However, luckily for me, one of the few rules on the server is that if you die, you're allowed to respawn the following day, which is for me when the Horde is going to be taking place. So I'm going to die from this infection, unfortunately breaking the streak of the only scenario I've managed to survive without dying once. But I'll at least be alive to enact my plan on Kipley and Robert. Anyway, I've got to die now. Goodbye. Once I woke up from my nap, I made my way over to Kipley's base, grabbing everything from the chest on my way. I also managed to scrounge together enough materials to make a second katana, so that was good. Yes, it was all very good. Only I'd forgotten one thing. My goddamn medkits! Oh god, I hope I'm not going to regret that. I was sure Kipley trusted me, but I wasn't sure about Robert, and as the zombies were beginning to horde up outside, there was always the chance that these two might betray me. The only thing I have to do is find the right moment. The right moment to strike where they can't strike back. And as you can see, things are starting to kick off.
Wait, guys, what do we do?
Oh, there's only a couple of them. I'm sure that you're...
No, we got this. Our base. We got
I'm sure
two pits.
all of the immense defenses that Kippers has worked on won't slow them down at all. If I'm being honest.
I want to lure them over to the more spiky side and the taller
Yeah,
walls.
let's get them to the spiky side.
Spiky side? How are we gonna do that?
Guys, this is what I'm hearing right now.
Oh boy!
Oh, I see them. Yeah, we're coming in from that side over there and dropping off the building.
No.
It's okay. They're getting over a little bit, but there's a big guy right there. He's breaking the
No.
wall.
There's a rotund man.
No way. No. Get out of here, big boy.
That man is
Get out of here.
Broke a piece.
That man is a strawberry for me. I don't know about you guys.
It's a strawberry man.
It's the
he just picked up string.
It's the strawberry zombie. There he goes.
The zombies are they getting over that wall? No, they're not.
They're getting stuck behind the other wall over there.
The big boy's trying to get through over there, guys.
Strawberry man. Yes, unfortunately, alongside the Horde is also a bunch of slightly more intelligent lads who are able to break down the walls. Unfortunately, though, although the zombies were able to get inside, they weren't able to get over to the trenches, just as I'd predicted the other day. Though they did, at the very least, manage to get into the second trench, so they were approaching, just not many of them. If anything was going to happen to Robert and Kippers, it looks like I'm going to be the one to do it.
Oh god, yeah, we got a lot of
I
openings!
think we can outlast this. We can outlast this. They're not even getting into the middle. Oh, they might be getting into the middle soon. No! There's a zombie. Oh, they're getting around our sheep.
Oh, the sheep!
Sheep!
As the day turned to night and visibility started to decrease, I knew I was going to have to make my move soon. The zombies were now fully inside of the base. The only thing keeping Robert and Kipley safe was this little building. So I figured, let's give them a little surprise. Kippers was busy shooting the zombies, and Robert decided to climb back up on top. That's when I decided it's time for me to make my move.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the lava there.
Okay. Oh!
What's Sorry, lads! It's time to go!
Sneeve!
Steve! What is wrong with you, Steve?
No. Oh boy. It's bad.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Oh no, there's so many! No! I didn't want this. Ah! I shouldn't have gone when I had a horde. This was a bad idea. Approaching the sea, I could have made it over to Shadow's base by swimming to attack their base once more. I still had some explosives left, and by Jove, I wanted to use them, damn it. Okay, we still got taters. We can do this. Badly! Help me! Nope, nope, nope. Bad zombies. No. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some distance. This is my only... As it turns out, for some strange reason, although my armor was very, very good, it seemed to not decrease the amount of damage you take when using an ender pearl. And so that's what happened to kill me. Well, that and the millions of zombies attacking me, I suppose. As things turned out, Shadow actually managed to avenge me. So there's that. I do highly recommend you go check out his video. Anyway, I'm going to thank the Patreons now. You're all bloody wonderful. I love you so much. But like all parents, I do love some more than others. Let's see here. Jade O'Malley, thank you. Blitz Hayato, hello. How are we doing? Kimberly Sears, hello. Samuel Nash, yep. Ember Ella, hello. Connor Artezi, yes. Natrium, hello again. E.T., nice of you to stop by.